Hey there, this is Mr. H, and I'm here to show you how to play, or at least get started on a game called Do I Have a Right? It's a free game that you can play online from icivics.org. Here you can see up here iCivics. And so I'm going to get started and show you kind of some basics about the game so that you can give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and click on full screen, makes the things a little bit easier to see. Up here you can see I have the choice to have the sound on or off. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And then over here, I have an opportunity to mess with settings, and you can mess with that if you like. So you can see it says select a game mode. There's two versions. I can play full edition, which is about the entire all of the rights that are laid out in the Constitution, the amendments to the Constitution. There are 27 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. So that would be, this full edition will be out about all 27. The Bill of Rights edition is about the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, and really not even about all of those. So Bill of Rights edition is simpler, and I recommend that you start there. But it's up to you. All right, so create your character. So I need to be represented here. So I'm going to take a look. Oh, I like that guy's, I liked his haircut. So I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to give him glasses, and I'm going to continue. It says name your character. Your law firm will be named after you and your partner lawyer. So I don't need to give them my real name, right? So I'm going to be Mac A. Davis. There we go. All right. And so then up here it says select your partner lawyer. So I need to have a partner to start the game. And so you can see I have a choice of George Sayet or Michelle Hunt. The real difference between them is that lawyers have areas that they're expert at. And so George is an expert in cases that involve freedom of expression. Sayet will help clients who have been denied the ability to express themselves. And here I can see that Michelle Hunt is an expert in Fourth Amendment cases. That's why the 4's there. And the Fourth Amendment, one part of it, there's a lot to the Fourth Amendment, but one part of it is no unreasonable searches. Hunt will help clients whose cases deal with illegal government searches and seizures. So it really doesn't matter which one you start with. You can hire the other one later on. So I'm going to start with George because he handles First Amendment cases, and it's a 1, and I like starting with 1, and then, okay, boring, I know. So what will happen is George and I are going to open up our law firm, and here come people. Again, if I had the sound on, there would be music, and there would be a voice that would read this business to me. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Click to cut the ribbon so we can go inside. Yay, balloons falling from the top of the building, I guess. It says, tell anyone who needs help defending their rights, we're officially open for business. Woo! All right. So the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to slowly load, apparently. And so, that's how things are right now with the internet, huh? So we will give this a moment to load. Sometimes it loads really fast. Today, not so much. All right, so there are a couple of things that I'll show you. There is a tutorial, and I'm not going to walk you through the tutorial. You can look at that. So learn how to play. If you want a short tutorial, it's a good idea. You can do that, but I know some of you just like to blunder ahead. The one thing that will help you, though, is that over here, there's the help reference. And so there's a lot of stuff here that you may find very helpful. So in the world of Do I Have a Right? You play as the young owner of a new law firm. You'll greet new clients and listen to their cases. You'll determine if clients have a right. If they do, you'll send them to court with a skilled lawyer. If you do well, you'll earn prestige, which will let you upgrade your law firm to become the best in town. So instead of earning money, again, if you recall from the previous screen, we're working for free. We're not charging anybody. So instead, we're earning prestige, which is like we're getting a favorable reputation. So then there's other things that can help me here. So it tells me, like here, the rights review. This will be something that's on the screen, and it talks about the different rights that people have. And so this is just what it looks like. And then gives me information about what's going to happen with my first client. So these are things that you're going to see. But anyway, it's kind of handy to know that this is here. So you may want to check this out during gameplay. Okay, so I'm not going to go with a tutorial. So here I can show you a couple of things now. So rights review. So the idea is that in rights review, you can look up any right a client might need help with, select a right by its amendment number. So that's kind of the key here, is that people are going to come in and they're going to have an issue. And an issue is surrounding a right covered by one of these different things in the Constitution. Now you can see right now they're locked. And so as the game proceeds, these get unlocked. So right now, the only thing that I can help a client with is if they come in and they have an issue that's related to the First Amendment. So here you can see this First Amendment, freedom of expression. Have something to say. The Constitution has your back. You have the right to communicate and express ideas and opinions to the government, in the press, and in public, even when your thoughts are controversial or unpopular. And you can see that's changing color because if I click on that, I get a dictionary that pops up. That's handy too. Yeah, this game is loaded. If you're trying to really learn about the Constitution, you can learn a lot by playing this game. Okay, so anyway, so as the game's going on, and I'll have different lawyers that have these different numbers next to them saying they're experts on these different areas of law, I can come back to this page to remind myself what those things are about. Okay, over here is the team review, and this will tell me eventually all the different attorneys that I have, because I can hire up to 6 attorneys, and this will be the different areas that they're expert in. So George currently is expert in First Amendment cases, one kind of First Amendment case. With a little more experience, he'll unlock this First Amendment, a different kind of First Amendment case. Keep playing, and he'll unlock Second Amendment cases and then Eighth Amendment. And so all of my different attorneys then, they'll have their profiles here, and it'll remind me here's what they're good at. And then again, a glossary is a kind of a little dictionary. Okay, so here we're going to play. So here's the attorney's area. This is where they sit and they meet their clients. Over here is the door where they're going to come in. And then this is the waiting area for clients. And one of the things that happens is as the game kind of gets going and speeds up a little bit, you'll have too many people come in at once. And so some of them will have to hang out over here. And we're going to want to, at some point, do some stuff here because there's really only room for like 2 people to sit on the sofa. All right, so here, let's get going. So again, here's George, the attorney that I hired. He's an expert in First Amendment cases, and this is the start of day 1. So when people come in, I have to go click on them, and I'll walk up and have a conversation. Luke Sand says, my band was playing a free concert at a coffee shop. The sheriff told us we had to stop because our music is a bad influence on the employees. Do we have a right to play our music? So I have to think about that. And you can see here, if I wanted this read out loud to me, I can click on that button and have it read out loud. And so what I can do is I can try the case analyzer, but instead I have a pretty good notion of what's okay here. And so, yeah, I think he has a right. And so I'm going to say, yeah, we can help you with that. And so I want this client to meet George. So I'm going to click on George, and I'm going to escort the client over here. And now Luke is going to repeat what he said. And so how can I help you is what George says. And so I'm going to say, you can help because it's a First Amendment freedom of expression case. And I'd say, that's a match. So now they're going to meet, and I'm going to go over and now talk to this guy who just came in. I'm in the military and want to move off of the military base into a mansion nearby. Do I have a right to walk on in and pick the biggest bedroom? I don't think that's a right that's laid out in the Constitution. So I'm going to tell him, I don't think you have a case here. You don't have a right. I'm going to click on that, and he's going to go, oh, man, and he's going to leave. And over here, George is saying, we're ready for trial. And he also told me that I made the right choice with that other guy. So now if I click on him, come on, click on him, they're now going to go to trial. And they're meeting with a judge, and hey, we won the case. And you can see here, now I have more prestige. And that'll be cool. End of day 1, 6 days left. All right, so after each day then, a couple of things happen. One is that any attorneys working for me, there's a pretty good chance they're going to learn something else. So now he knows about freedom of assembly. So if a client comes in and they want to know, do I have a right? And it has to do with freedom of assembly, that's people grouped together, joining together in a peaceful group. That's a freedom of assembly. Anyway, so that's what I'm being told here. And then also now I have the opportunity to spend some of my prestige. Now what will happen also after each day is they kind of summarize what happened. And so you can see there's kind of this newspaper. It's kind of fun to read these stories about me and my law firm. and what's happened. So now I have the opportunity to upgrade before we go on to the next round. And so there's 3 different things that I can get. So getting lawyers means I can help more and different people, because more people are going to come in, and some of them I may not be able to help because I don't have a lawyer who's an expert on that area. So it's a good idea for me to have a lot of different lawyers working for me. There are things that I can buy for the office. If I get them better desks and chairs and things, what will happen is that that'll make it so that my lawyers can work faster and they can see more clients. And so that's good. And then if I have ads, what happens is that ads get put in the newspaper, and then that attracts clients who come in, and so I get more business. So it's a good idea to spend some prestige on these things. So first of all, I want to get a lawyer who can help me with some other things. So right now, I'm only got somebody who can help with First Amendment cases. So let's get somebody who can help with Second Amendment cases. And so I can click here on Danny Oakley. Oakley is a straight shooter in the courtroom. He specializes in laws dealing with firearms, militias, and other ballistic issues. Oakley will help citizens who've been denied the right to ordinary weapons. So I'll say, yeah, let's hire him. And here, you can have this window seat over here. Okay. So I'm going to close this now because I only have another 200 in prestige. So I'm going to look around. So maybe I want to get an ad. Ads increase the foot traffic. So I have a choice. I could get a really nice ad, a professional ad. So here I'm going to get a designed ad. So we'll place that ad. It says 2 extra clients will visit your office tomorrow. So great. And then last but not least, I'm going to get some other things to help out around the office. So now if I go click on them, you can see, like, for example, the saying I can get water. So never lose a client. So it makes it so that I move around faster. Or I can see over here, oh, I can get a cat. Hey, let's get a cat. So increase the time before clients get angry and leave. So I'm going to buy that upgrade. And I only have 30 prestige left, so I don't think I can get anything else. So I am done upgrading, and now it's ready for day 2. So now I'm going to meet people at the door as they come in. Hey, person, let's talk to you. My town passed a law that local newspapers can only print happy news. Do I have a right to run an article about homelessness? I believe you do, Winnie. So I'm going to say, yes, you have a right. And I know that George handles First Amendment freedom of expression cases. So I'm going to say, yep, I got a lawyer for you. And so click on the attorney. And so I'm going to introduce them and say, yep, she has a right, and it's this First Amendment, freedom of expression. If I clicked on this one, freedom of assembly, this isn't related to, she's worried about her freedom of expression. And if I click on this, that's going to be, I've picked the wrong one. I haven't told the attorney, hey, she needs you to protect her freedom of expression rights. So here we're going to say match. And so now they're going to talk, and I'm going to come and greet this new client. I went to a gun show and tried to buy an antique revolver, but a police officer there said I couldn't own a gun because I'm really short. I think I'm a normal height. Do I have a right to buy the revolver? Yes, you do. We can help you with that. And I'm going to introduce you to this attorney. And while now I have to say, yep, this is a Second Amendment case. Second Amendment, own weapons. You have the right to keep and bear weapons. So that's a match. So you guys get going. Now this check mark says they're ready to go to trial. So here, go to trial. And now I got to meet this guy. How you doing, sir? I want to build a fort made of pillows inside the Capitol that my friends and I can play in. Do I have a constitutional right to build the fort? That would be really cool to have a giant pillow fort, but you don't have a right to do that. So I'm going to say, no, sorry, man. And now I'm going to send them off. Here you go to court. And now I'm going to come over here and say hi to this guy. On the day of a big football game, my school principal said everyone had to wear a t-shirt with the school's mascot on it to support the team. I don't care who wins. Do I have a right to wear something else? You do have a right, and I have a lawyer who can help you with that. That seems like a freedom of expression type of case. So I'm going to say it's this one, freedom of expression. Yeah, that's a match. So you guys work. And here comes somebody else. Hi, person. How are you doing? Sherry Black says, my county has a meeting tax that groups of 5 or more must pay if they want to meet together. Do I have a right to meet with people who are paying a tax? Yes, you have a right. But I'm going to tell her to wait because this is my attorney that can help her. So go to trial. Hurry up because she's not going to be patient forever. And here we'll talk to this nice person. Hello, nice person. Police came and arrested me and several other kids who were skateboarding in the park. I've been in jail for 30 days and I don't know why. Do I have a right to be told why I'm here? Oh, you totally have a right, Brielle Larson. But come back tomorrow. You have a right, but I don't have a lawyer to help you yet. That's the thing here. I don't have a lawyer who's a specialist in this kind of a case. So I'm going to say, come back tomorrow. And now I'm going to click on her, say, hey. And so I'm going to, yes, let's click over here, get you over to talk to this attorney. And so if you recall, this is this kind of case, freedom of assembly. You have the right to gather peacefully with others, and they can't tax you for it. So now they're going to talk, and they're ready for trial. So go forth and seek justice. And we won that case. Woo! So that's the end of day 2. So as you can see, the second day, it got a little faster. We had more clients show up, which is good. It's because we're getting a good reputation. At the end of the day, now Danny Oakley has learned about speedy and public trial. And if you recall, we had a woman who came in saying, I need help. I was put in jail for 30 days and I don't even know what I did. And so that's where this Danny's going to help with that person. And if I click on that, if I explained that to you because I knew what that meant, I could have clicked on that and it would have told me if you've been accused of a crime, you have a right to know the charges against you. After that, the government can't keep you waiting forever or hold your trial in secret. You have the right to a speedy and public trial. And then this one about owning weapons, you have the right to keep and bear weapons. So now George knows about those cases, so now we can help more people. So now here's the news telling about us. And yeah, for great justice. New firm enjoys second day. Firm was right. No right to pillow fort. And so again, you can read these stories. They're kind of funny. So I'll just show you one more thing then. And I think from here, you're going to be able to play. So, yep. So we're going to want to upgrade. So, yep. Let's get some better ads. I'm going to place an more expensive ad. So I got 3 extra clients. And then I'm going to need some different lawyers. So I've got experts in first and second. So it'd be good to have somebody who's an expert in third or fourth or fifth. And you can see, and there's even more attorneys. So if you want to choose them based on their hairstyle or whatever, just in case. So again, I already have somebody who can handle Sixth Amendment right now. So really what I want is something I don't have. So let's go with Michelle finally. She'll be, let's hire her. You can have a seat. Okay. And let's get some more office upgrades because it's going to get busier. So we're going to need to make sure that we can handle more people. So over here, okay, I don't want that. I don't need the turntable perhaps. One thing that will help me is the water because it allows me to move faster and so I can zoom around the office. I can kind of run around. And then later on, I can upgrade that to getting caffeine. And over here, I want a dog too. So we're going to get a dog. Okay. And there's really no reason to save your prestige points. So I'm going to get a couple more things. So I don't want the record player. I do want a coffee table. Again, it's helpful. Okay. And now I want to, let's also get another chair. And let's get another chair. And let's get more chairs. So like I said, it is going to get busier. And I can also buy them lamps. So that can help too. So I'm going to go ahead and you get a new lamp. And you get a new lamp. And then Michelle, she can get a lamp next round. Okay. All right. So then the idea is that when I'm done with the upgrades, I'm going to start a new day. I'm done upgrading, and now things are going to get much faster. And so I'm going to call it there. So hopefully that was enough to get you started. I encourage you to give it a try. Just to let you know, you're going to play for 7 days, and you can see over here, it keeps track of how much time is passing. What you'll see in a moment, in fact, maybe I'll leave it going for just a little longer. If I just stand here and I don't help people, what'll happen is they'll start to get unhappy. So here I'm just dancing, and she's like, what's going on? And then it turns over here, and she gets angrier and angrier. She's getting angry. And this person's getting angry. I'm sick of waiting. And so she leaves. So what happens is I lose prestige by letting that happen. So this is why I want to have a nice area, but this is why I want to greet the clients and zoom around and that kind of thing. All right. So like I said, give this game a try. I think you'll like it.